Hi, this is just a fairly short and sweet video comparing the Revel F226 beryllium versus the Kef R3 Meta. This is my first Kef product. I've actually kept moving up the Revel line, so I had the M16, then the M106, then I had the F206, and now I have the 226be. I haven't done a lot of back and forth testing between the 206 and the 226. I think surprisingly, well, I guess not surprisingly, the 206 does extend bass a little deeper, but it's a little more colored sounding. The 226 overall is just, wow, it's a very detailed speaker. Um, Between the two, the Kef and the 226, I mean, the Revel's definitely one step above. I just hear a lot more details in the sound. The bass extension is, definitely something to consider too. I'm not super, like I'm not a super bass head, but I do appreciate the extra low end that's there, but I could live with the Kefs too. Um, Overall, I guess the Revels sound better because, the sound quality is just a lot better to me. I just hear really minute things in the recording. Um, and it's a very big sound, but I will say that the R3 um, creates a more precise sound stage, like on, certain instruments or voices, whatever's in the track, seems to have a more solid image through the Kefs and more organized too. When there's a lot of sounds going on in a track, it keeps things, since it's more precise, you can pick things out and they don't disappear when the music gets really busy. So I have been thinking about, eventually upgrading to the Kef Reference 1. I was gonna keep the 226, but sell my 206s, sell the R3, and then just wait for a good deal on a set of Reference 1s. And I really think that I would like those more than the 226s. Um, but I guess, the price bracket is one step above the 226, so that does make sense. Overall, I really do like the Revel sound, which is why, I kept moving up through the lines. Um, but I do feel like there's a little bit of vagueness, maybe because they have a wider dispersion. Aaron's Audio Corner talks about that a lot, and I definitely hear that. It throws a very wide sound. It's very spacious. Um, the only thing is, things sound a little dull. The sound stage is a little dull. It's not super defined, which doesn't bother me too much, but I do think about it from time to time. Just certain, instruments or voices where I think, should that be a little bit tighter and cleaner than it is? And when I hook up the R3s, that's there. It tightens up the image of everything, but the sound quality takes a hit. So between the two right now, 226 is probably my preference, but if I ever get around to upgrading to reference ones, I'm pretty sure I would prefer that over the Revels. I hope this helps anyone who is, looking into either of these speakers. And thanks for watching.